game came and went. No WNBA Players Union strike was present. And now this morning we get this word of Breanna Stewart going to play overseas. Well, that's kind of interesting. Now, she's a key member, a vice president, part of the Players Union Committee, and she's going to take...
Unrivaled was meant to be a game changer. It was supposed to show that women's basketball could thrive in the off-season and draw big audiences on its own. It was supposed to prove that the players had leverage in negotiations. Instead, it's showing the opposite. Getting only 110,000 viewers on a major cable network isn't proof of a booming market, it's a warning. It suggests the audience for women's basketball may be smaller than the Players Association hopes. And that directly affects what WNBA owners are willing to offer. They aren't being difficult just to be difficult. They are looking at real numbers, revenue projections, and what the market can actually support. When the premier off-season league, with its biggest stars, can't even reach 200,000 viewers on TNT, it changes the financial calculations significantly. Does that mean the players don't deserve better pay? Absolutely not. The WNBA has grown. Caitlin Clark's rookie season brought huge attention and energy. Attendance is up, merchandise sales are booming, and the players have a strong case to share in that success. But there's a difference between claiming a fair share of actual revenue and demanding a cut of projected revenue that may never come. The Players Association has been pushing for revenue sharing based on very optimistic projections. Owners, seeing these low viewership numbers, think those expectations aren't realistic. And that's where the negotiations get really tricky.
See, this is tone deaf. This is... Pops always told me, yo, son, Pac, make sure you read the room. Read the room. Pops always told me to read the room. Breanna Stewart, you are not reading the room and understanding the situation. For you to go and pull this move, I know it's only for a week or whatever. This is bad timing, man. This is a bad look. The optics are nasty.
This situation is setting off serious alarm bells for the WNBA. If anyone needed a clear sign that labor talks are heading in a bad direction, this might be it. The warning didn't come from a press release, a social media leak, or even from Adam Silver. It came from a major player making a big career move. Breanna Stewart, vice president of the WNBA Players Association, star of the New York Liberty, and a two-time MVP, has reportedly signed to play in Turkey this April with Fenerbahçe. Overseas contracts aren't unusual in women's basketball. Players often go abroad to earn more money. But the timing of this decision is what stands out and raises concern. When you line up the calendar and the ongoing negotiations, Stewart's sudden exit looks less routine and more like a warning sign. It suggests that the highly anticipated 2026 season could be facing real uncertainty. What should be a breakthrough moment for the league, especially after the surge of attention fueled by Caitlin Clark, now risks being slowed by serious labor tension. In short, this move hints at deeper trouble behind the scenes. It points to growing fear of a possible lockout and a stalled season, turning what should be a period of growth into a moment of instability for the league.
Trying to get a damn deal done over here. Over here. You going and signing all the way over there. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. This is the thing. For one, y'all greed is already starting to show. Actual WNBA players are calling you guys, some of you WNBPA board members, greedy. They're calling you greedy. The players in which you are representing, okay?
The EuroLeague Women Final Six will be hosted in Spain from April 15th through the 19th, 2026. WNBA training camp is scheduled to begin April 19, with the season commencing on May 8th. So, assuming Stewart plays...
When you lay out the timeline, the situation becomes even more tense. Breanna Stewart signed with Fenerbahçe to compete in the EuroLeague Final Six, one of the biggest events in European basketball. The tournament runs from April 15th to April 19th. That final date is important because it reportedly lines up with the opening of WNBA training camp. From the outside, that overlap looks hard to ignore. Stewart is not just a star player. She is also a key leader in the Players Association. Seeing her commit to being overseas at the same time her league is supposed to begin preparations naturally raises questions. It can be read as a sign that she expects delays in the upcoming season, or at least uncertainty around the current labor talks. For many players, especially rookies and those earning lower salaries, that kind of signal can be unsettling. They rely heavily on the league schedule and on strong union leadership to feel secure about their careers. Watching a top leader lock in an overseas contract during such a sensitive period may create worry about stability and unity within the group. In short, the scheduling conflict doesn't just look like a personal career choice. It adds pressure to an already delicate negotiation and highlights how fragile the situation feels for players who depend on a smooth start to the season. The original plan behind Unrivaled was simple and ambitious. It was created to pay players well enough in the winter, so they wouldn't need to go overseas. The goal was to keep stars in the United States, protect their health, and build year-round excitement for women's basketball. Investors and fans were sold on that promise. Now the situation looks contradictory. When one of the league's founders, Breanna Stewart, chooses to play abroad anyway, it weakens the message Unrivaled was built on. It suggests that, despite the new league's mission, the financial reality of women's basketball still pushes top players to look elsewhere for major paydays. That decision creates confusion across the sport. On one hand, leaders are encouraging players to stay home and grow the domestic game. On the other, they are still using the overseas system when it benefits them. This gap between the message and the action raises questions about direction and leadership. The bigger concern is who gets hurt if this tension slows down the upcoming WNBA season. The league is riding a wave of new interest, much of it driven by Caitlin Clark. She is training in Indiana with the Indiana Fever, preparing for a season that fans are eagerly waiting to see. Ticket sales and media attention have surged because of her presence. If labor disputes delay training camp or cancel games, that momentum could fade quickly. Casual fans who recently discovered the league may lose interest if the season feels uncertain or disorganized. In sports, attention is hard to win and easy to lose. For many new viewers, overseas competitions like the EuroLeague Women are unfamiliar. What they care about most is watching the WNBA's biggest stars compete at home. Any disruption that keeps those players off the court risks cooling the excitement the league has worked years to build. Most casual fans aren't focused on labor contracts or union strategy. They simply expect WNBA games to begin in May. If they tune in and find an empty schedule because of a dispute, many will feel disappointed and move on. Their attention could quickly return to leagues they already follow, like the NBA, the NFL, or Major League Baseball. In sports, once fans drift away, it can be hard to bring them back. There is also pressure from major broadcast partners. Recent media deals with companies such as the Walt Disney Company, NBC Universal, and Amazon are built on the promise of a steady, watchable season featuring stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Aya Wilson. If the league cannot deliver games on schedule, those partners may reconsider how they value the product. That adds another layer of urgency to the negotiations. Some observers see Breanna Stewart's overseas move as a possible bargaining tactic. It could be a way to signal that top players have options outside the league and can afford to wait. But that strategy carries risk. Leaders connected to the NBA, including Adam Silver, tend to focus on long-term business stability. From that perspective, starting the season on time is critical to sustaining the league's recent growth. There is also a physical concern. Playing intense championship games in Europe and then quickly shifting into a full WNBA season can strain any athlete. Injuries to marquee players would hurt both their teams and the league's overall appeal. In a moment when momentum is finally building, the balance between financial strategy and player health becomes especially important.
End of the day, bro, y'all robbing people from one thing and one thing only. The one thing y'all know they actually want, which is to see Caitlin Clark play. That's all y'all doing right now, and it's nasty work. Here it says,
Right now, the outlook for the 2026 season feels uncertain. Breanna Stewart's decision to play overseas looks like a warning sign that labor talks with the WNBA are still far from settled. The gap between players and owners appears wide, and one of the union's top leaders choosing to leave the country during this critical moment raises serious questions. At its core, this situation is about priorities. Some people will see Stewart's move as a smart financial decision in a short career. Others will view it as poor timing from someone expected to help guide the league through a historic negotiation. Either way, her choice adds tension to a moment when the WNBA needs stability and unity. The biggest concern is what happens next. Fans are waiting to see stars like Caitlin Clark return to the court this May. If delays or disputes interrupt the season, the league risks slowing the momentum it has worked so hard to build. That leaves fans wondering, is this simply business as usual, or a sign of deeper trouble ahead? The answer will shape not just the upcoming season, but the future direction of the league.
Yes. From an optics standpoint, from a perception standpoint, this don't look great. All right? It doesn't look great. For